The School of the Cathedral is a Catholic school that keeps calling back families. We stopped by recently to see what makes this school so special. Carrie Barth and her husband have 5 kids, all of whom attend School of the Cathedral.
It feels like a neighborhood school, even for people who aren't living in the neighborhood.
Both Smolka and his wife concur. His son Matt is in high school now, but went here, and his daughter Katie, well, she wouldn't have it any other way.
Katie, since she was 3 years old, used to wear his summer Cathedral uniform to get ready for coming here.
Bo says his son is excelling today thanks to the foundation laid at School of the Cathedral very early on.
Everything about the teachers here and the mission here, they identified what he was good at. They tapped into that.
I did really want my kids to be together, so I was looking for a co-ed school. And we're a Catholic family, so that was something that played a role in our decision-making. And we had so much success with each child that was coming through here in terms of their academic development and learning kindness.
Kindness may as well be an official part of the curriculum, as is a theme woven throughout every lesson taught here.
It's not the reason we chose the school, but the reason that we stayed is that the kids are really nice, and their friends are really nice, and the parents are really nice, and everyone I'm sure has said it, but there is a very strong sense of community here, and we all feel like we're in it together.
I think the teachers here are very invested in the students here. And as a parent, that's what you want. You want the teachers who know your children, know how they excel, know what drives them, know what moves them, know when they're struggling with something that they'll stay and work more with them.
Samantha Donis teaches middle school math.
So for the past 3 years, I've tried my best to really get to know them and understand their world, how it is now. So being able to communicate and have that relationship with them. I remember having great teachers, but that personable aspect was missing. And I think a lot of the teachers here, especially in the middle school, really try to do that and relate back to their students.
She says she's able to do that because her class sizes are small, just 17 at any one time.
And it really does help, especially when we have double blocks, which are about 80 minutes, because then they can do rotations. So I usually have them do something on their computers. They'll do some practice problems, they can work with each other, and then I'm really able to meet with them either in small groups or one-on-one to figure out what their individual needs are. I'm really able to differentiate and meet the kids where they're at and really know what they need.
Aiding her and her efforts, the use of technology.
It's a 1-to-1 Chromebook to student ratio. I assign homework. We are a Google Classroom school, so all the assignments are posted on Google Classroom. All the notes that I give them are on Google Classroom. We do a lot with iExcel and Gizmos, which are kind of hands-on activities that they normally may not be able to do at school.
One of the greatest things about our school is our educators, and I think they love what they do. They are guided by faith, and that shows.
That faith is practiced everywhere in every space. During recorded announcements, which include time for prayer, on the playground at recess with friends, and in afternoon mindful meditations to connect with spirit and calm. School of the Cathedral also makes sure to instill a sense of responsibility, reinforcing the life lessons Carrie tries to teach her children daily.
So at home, people have to be accountable, and I think the same holds true here. They have to be accountable to their school, and they get to be accountable to their school through things like student government or special councils that they can sit on with their teachers or the leadership. But they also have to be accountable to the younger ones.
Well, here, when you get to 7th and 8th grade, you're the old guys, and you have a lot of responsibility. You're given a lot of ways to pursue that, and they feel a real sense of ownership with the school with the younger children. They do these prayer buddy programs. They do a lot of stuff with the younger grades, and I think for middle school especially, that was a really good thing for him.
We go to Mass every single Thursday. So we go in the mornings. I try my best to talk about the faith and reaching out to students to be kind and showing them that God is loving, that you put the right energy into the world, like God will hear you and he'll help you. So just apart from religious class, just showing that spiritual aspect in everyday life.
Bo says when his son graduated and started high school, he was more than ready thanks to School of the Cathedral and the teachers and administrators who were always going the extra mile.
He was a shy kid his first year here, the first grade teacher here was tremendous in terms of kind of getting him out of his shell, challenge him. He was always very bright. She found ways to challenge him. And then in the course of the years here, all his teachers found ways to challenge him.
Carrie knows her kids will be ready too.
I'll tell you, as we start to do the high school circuit and looking for places for our 8th grader to go, I can't tell you how many parents have come up and said, I wish we would have known about Cathedral. Those Cathedral kids coming into high school are so well prepared, they are so well mannered, and the teachers say it too in these high schools. So it makes me feel very proud.
For more information on the School of the Cathedral or to schedule a visit, go to schoolofthecathedral.org. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.